So good afternoon, everybody. It's Fred Anderson here. I'm the coordinator and one of the trainers for Awaken the Spirit, Soup and Bannock for the Soul, coming to Vancouver Island University November 20th to the 22nd. And, and you can tell this is the way it's going to be like. And it's going to be a lot of fun for 3 days. And I'm not going to edit this. I'm going to let this one go because I think it's important for you guys to see how much fun we're going to have. This is my buddy, Patrick Alec. He's going to be the other speaker that is coming. And this guy traveled with me up to Chetwynd a little while back, and he had the crowds mesmerized when we were there. And this is how we laughed. I think he's kind of reminiscing right now. So even about an old joke that we had while we're flying on the plane, and I couldn't figure out why this guy was laughing by himself. He was telling himself jokes on the plane, and I finally went, "What are you laughing about?" So, Soup and Bannock for the Soul is called Making My Life Count. And I want to take this time, I'm going to go over what it's like to book Awaken the Spirit into your community and get this kind of energy into your community, because you need this. A lot of people need to have a good laugh. Yeah. Right, Patrick?
Right.
So I want Patrick to introduce himself.
My name is Patrick Alec. I come from Staminas First Nation and Penalakit Tribe. And I've done some speaking in the past with youth. I'm involved with the Idle No More movement, and I've done a bunch of speeches there. And just with all those movements, you know, I really practice speaking there. And I have a disability called cerebral palsy, and but it's my ability to change the world. It hasn't held me back. And the workshop that I'm going to be doing with Fred, my friend Fred here, is called The Gift, because I believe that we all have a gift no matter what barrier we have in our lives, because my disability used to be a barrier, but now it's helping me, and I'm starting to look at it as a gift, and I'm able to speak to people and show people that they can do it through me. And because if I want change, it starts with me. And doing the work within, I've been doing for the past couple of years. I've been sober for 3 years. I've been making a transformation for almost 3 years, and yeah, it's just been a journey. I've done travel journeys with Intertribal Health Authority. We just went to Quinault this summer, and it was a really growing experience. So yeah.
Thank you, Patrick. And one of the things I wanted to share about Patrick is that regardless of where we've gone, and when we're in the airport and when we're traveling up to Chetwynd, people always stopped and watched us when we walked by. And I always shared with Patrick that wherever you go, when you're a positive person, you carry an energy with you. And when you carry this energy, it makes other people feel good no matter where you are. When you're a negative person, you carry a negative energy with you. People don't want to be around you. You become a person that becomes toxic, and people try to find a door or find a way out. So that's why we wanted to call this workshop that we're going to be opening up with on day 1, on the 20th, The Gift. Because regardless of what you've gone through in your life, and I've heard Patrick's story, and I've been people that have loved Patrick and known him all of his life have shared some things with me that just blew me away, and it made me feel that this guy has got an amazing story to tell, not just share with First Nations people, but to share with the human family, all of the people all over the world. And I shared this with him. I don't see you just talking with small groups of people. I see you talking with thousands of people one day when you start to refine and work on your character. Like I shared in the other segment, that character, the Latin word for character, means to chisel away, or it means to shape. That's what character means. And that's what we're doing with these workshops, is that we're learning how to shape our character. And with Awaken the Spirit, with Soup and Bannock for the Soul, I told them, let's do something that's fun. Let's do something that when people walk into the workshop, they're going to say, wow, I love that, right? And like the way Patrick laughs, when he laughs and smiles, he just lights up the room. And that's what I wanted to share. When we were up in Chetwynd, remember when the people stopped the workshop right there, and they just stopped and came and gave you a hug, and I'd never seen that happen before, and all the years I've been doing this, the people just loved them in Chetwynd, and I hope that you're going to make the time to come out to this November 20th to the 22nd. The other facilitator we have, like we shared, is Hoyampton Freddie Rowland. Will also be sharing from a spiritual standpoint on looking after yourself, because it's possible for us to become spiritually sick. It's possible for us to become mentally sick too when we're negative all the time, or we like to gossip or spread bad things. That's a form of mental sickness. Physical sickness is when you don't look after yourself, your body. Emotional sickness is when you don't look after what's in here, your issues or your problems that you've gone through in your life. They don't just go away, and you can't cover them up with the way we dress or with money or with our homes. You've got to look after, because people truly know. And to book us into your communities, you can just email us, firstpeoples@live.ca, and I'll put that up on the screen here shortly. Or you can just go onto our Facebook page. And one of the neat things we talked about earlier is that we're going to start this group of positive, like-minded people, and where you can become a member of a Facebook group of people that help each other grow, to inspire each other, to help each other get to another level in our lives. And one of the neat things I learned from one of my speakers, who I've encouraged my brother here to start listening and to read books that are positive and that are uplifting. And one of the things that I learned about books is that, you ever notice that a lot of the more expensive things that you see in the stores are on the higher shelves? And my teacher taught me that in order to get those things on the higher shelves, you have to step on the books that you've read. And that's how you get to higher levels in your life. And some people say, oh, it costs too much. And they say, no, you can't afford it. So once you start to work your way up, things start to happen. So if you want to book Soup and Bannock for the Soul into your community, contact us. Patrick and I will be traveling together throughout the year, and I want him to be working down the road with our young people, because that's his passion, is our youth. Mm-hmm. And that was my passion one time when I was young, and all I worked was with youth. But now I've started to grow on to another stage where I'm going to be working with their parents, because people say, oh, we got to work with our youth. Our youth are really messed up in our communities. I say, okay, well, if I'm going to work with the youth, I need to work with mom and dad too. Mm. And the family is like a human body, and if one part of the body is hurt, the whole body is affected. So thank you, Patrick, for taking the time.
Yeah, I just wanted to say a few more things.
Sure.
The website, the group on Facebook is really for positive and to uplift your spirit. Because my friend here has taught me to watch who I'm hanging around, and because I have an energy, yes, but where am I focusing my energy on? I'm really had to change my friends, and I had to really get away from my party friends and make new friends. Yes, it's uncomfortable and it's scary, but I had to do that for myself, and even when I'm in recovery, I had to change a few people in my life, because I can't let people bring me down. I have to hang around people like my friend Fred, who believes in me, who wants to bring me up and uplift my spirit, awaken my spirit, and believe in me. And that's what this is for, is to awaken our spirit and have a good laugh and have a good time, because life doesn't always have to be about issues. It can be more than that. And this is, if you want to laugh like we just did, come to this workshop, come and change your life forever. You're going to remember us, because I remember Fred when I was even younger, before I even met him. I remember him because of his workshops and what they do for our people. And this is one of my mentors beside me here, and he's believing in me, and he's putting time in for me. So I need to hang around more people like him who are going to help me in my life instead of hurt me. So come and have a good time, and you're worth the time. Put the time in. This is worth the time. So come on out. Hechka.
Thank you, Patrick. And one of the things that I wanted to share in closing here is that we don't have very many seats left, and we'd really like you, if you really want to participate in this, and I've shared this with a few other people that are financially challenged, and you've tried every other avenue to find the registration fees to come, which is not very much. We will not turn you away at the door. And if you call and you register and you really need this for your life right now, and if you tried with your band and with other organizations that might be able to sponsor you, show up. And this is something we know that will change your direction of life forever, that things don't have to be the way that they are. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. And we're looking forward to this. And you're going to laugh just like we did earlier. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So
Come have
thank
fun.
you again.
Yeah.
Have a great day.